Hello class. I'm going to go over some subject and verb with you. I know that most of you use them. You know what subject and verbs are. You just don't really call them that. But first of all, I'm going to go to your English Essential Plus book. Once in here, you're going to click, I'm in the townsendpress.net, by the way. Click on English Essentials. And what I like to do is always go, I use a lot of ebooks. I don't really use paper books, but go to Table of Contents. And we know that we're going to talk about subject and verbs and irregular verbs this week. We're doing this so we can get to the subject-verb agreement. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them. I'm not trying to insult you guys, but let's just take a quick look here. So we know subjects are the person, place, thing, or idea of a sentence. So take an example. People applauded. So who applauded? The people. People would be the subject. Gloria wrote the answers on the board. Who wrote the answers on the board? Gloria. Okay, so she is the subject. Verbs are usually action, but there are some that are not action verbs. I don't want to really get into that in depth, but we will talk about it briefly. So people applauded. People is the subject. What are they doing? They applauded. They are applauding. So applauded is the verb. Gloria, we know, is the subject. What is she doing? What did she do? She wrote. So Gloria is the subject. Wrote is the verb. That is action. Okay. Now some verbs don't have action. They're just like our be verbs. Gloria is a teacher. Gloria is the subject. Is. She's not doing anything. She's just being. We call those linking verbs, and they come from the be verb. I don't want to get into it too much, but I'm going to. Be we can break down or conjugate into I am, you are, he, she, it is, we are, you are, they are. That's how you conjugate a verb, and if you're taking a foreign language, you'll know that. Like, yo soy, tú eres, él, ella, usted es. It's the same thing that comes from the verb ser. It's to be. So again, in Spanish, ser is non-action. But anyway, it is a verb. It's just not action. So Gloria is. Can you action anything? No. So Gloria is the subject. Is the verb. Okay. So let's take a look here. Helping verb. Yes. We all know the verb. Sometimes our verbs have helpers. So they're made of 2 or 3 words. Gloria has written the answer on the board. So here the verb is has written. The balloons were drifting. Were drifting. So here we have the past progressive. You don't need to know that. I'm just saying it. Okay, good. The verb or sentence ends begins with to. And a lot of students will get this wrong. So here, Gloria is going to write the answer on the board. So here, is going is the verb. To write, I hate to get into this, but it's an infinitive. To write is not a verb. Okay? Does it have action to write? Yes, but in this context, if you see to in front of it, it's an infinitive. You don't need to know that, but I don't want you to choose that as the verb on the quizzes and stuff. All right, and then here, excuse me. What are they doing here? The balloon seemed to hang in the air. The verb of the sentence is seemed. It is not hang or to hang. Oh, yeah. The balloon seemed, or she seemed upset. Again, to hang is an infinitive. If I say I hang the picture, then hang is okay. But if you see to in front of it, remember it's an infinitive. All right. The last point I want to make here is you will never find the subject in a prepositional phrase. You can point to it, but it won't be. Let's take a look here. The coffee from the leaking pot stained the carpet. So some people might say the pot stained the carpet, but it's not, because from is a preposition. Remember, prepositional phrases are preposition plus its object. So the coffee stained the carpet, not the leaking pot. Okay, one of my classmates fell asleep during class. So of and my classmate is a prepositional phrase, so you know that can't be the subject. So a question, one would be the subject. One fell asleep. Well, one what? We know it's classmate, but one fell asleep. The woman on the motorcycle has no helmet. The woman has no helmet. It's not the motorcycle because on is a preposition and that motorcycle is the object. So we have a prepositional phrase. So the cracks and booms, thunderstorm, were terrifying. So some people might say the thunder is terrifying, but it can't be because during is a preposition. During the thunderstorm is a prepositional phrase. The cracks and booms were terrifying. Again, guys, I don't want to get into English grammar so much. I could teach hours about it. But here are what prepositions are if you need to look at them. And remember, when you come, you can do the practice and the, let me jump back. Remember, you can do the practice and the exercises before you take the master test. So that's good there. All right. That's all I'm going to go over. If you need more help with it, read over subject and verbs again if you need to. And then irregular verbs, look those over. It's not a major thing. I really just want to get you to do subject and verb so we can get to subject-verb agreement. Thanks. Bye.